On to the next. Trouble in Mr. Rodgers' neighborhood. I just want to say, I love that I've made that pun. You're welcome. So Aaron Rodgers, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, the man I would love to punch in the face, has become very, very disgruntled in Green Bay because they're not treating him right. Just completely honest. According to him, I have seen comments from a Hall of Fame quarterback, Terry Bradshaw, saying he's weak and stuff, which I don't agree with at all. I get it. He's a quarterback. He makes millions of dollars. He's scheduled to make at least 35 million or so this year. But I think we've seen that in today's day and age, just because you get paid a lot of money doesn't mean that you should be able to be treated any kind of way. And we've seen these players taking more control over what goes on in their lives and their careers. We look at Russell Wilson before the allegations started coming out. Deshaun Watson, it's the same thing. And so Aaron Rodgers is upset. He's been upset. He's told the Packers and a few players he has no intentions of playing in Green Bay this season. And one of the biggest gripes he's had is that they're not getting him help. Since and if you're looking at their first round picks, since he got drafted in 2005, they've gone linebacker, defensive tackle, linebacker. They got a couple offensive tackles, but no weapon, like no actual weapons for him. Defensive end, safety, nose tackle, cornerback, defensive end, safety. And then last year in 2020 decided to draft another quarterback, which if you look at Aaron Rodgers' history in Green Bay, that's essentially what they did with him. They drafted him while Brett Favre was still playing at a high level, might I add. And we're like, you know what? Here's your replacement. He's already drafted in the first round. You know what's up. You ain't got that much time. So that happened last year. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers has an MVP season last year and goes to the NFC Championship game. And if Matt LaFleur doesn't take the ball out of his hands, there's a strong possibility they win that game and go to the Super Bowl. But it's like, I would be upset if I'm Aaron Rodgers too. Look, I get it. I've made all this money. I've won MVPs. I'm a Super Bowl MVP. But if you look at Aaron Rodgers, and even me taking away my quote unquote hatred for him, the man is great, and there's no reason he shouldn't. There's no reason he shouldn't have gone to more than one Super Bowl. He's been in position. He's had games where he's just going off, and for one reason or another, whether it's play calling, the defense, or whatever it is, he hasn't made it to the Super Bowl. He should honestly, if Tom Brady's not in the NFC, he's making it to the Super Bowl this year, and it's because of leadership. It's because of management. It's been because of coaching, which makes me sad because we have that same coach here now that he hasn't been to the Super Bowl more than once. Seriously, when you think of Aaron Rodgers, you would think, if I told you all he's done, you would think like, okay, yeah, this man's probably won like 2 Super Bowls, gone at least 2 or 3. No, he's only been once. And in the NFC, like, okay, I get it if you're in the AFC with Tom Brady, but he's over here in the NFC. There are a lot of quarterbacks, but minus Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers has been the best quarterback in the NFC since 2007 or 8 or so. Just overall.
True that. I mean, the whole thing with the Aaron Rodgers situation is it's not like these other guys. It's not like a Deshaun Watson situation before, allegations and whatnot. It's not like a Matthew Stafford situation. For Aaron Rodgers, where do you go that you would rather be at than retiring? Like, who needs a quarterback right now that's in a good situation to win to where you don't retire? Like, it's not that many options, to be honest.
I would venture to say if he somehow ends up in Denver, might not be a bad spot for him. Just saying.
Okay. I still just don't see Denver. Denver has a lot of pieces to work on. I still just don't see Denver just all of a sudden becoming like being the best option for him rather than, well, I mean, it's a better option than completely sucking like any other option would give him. Or San Francisco. I put them in there too. San Francisco, take away this past season, the last few seasons, San Francisco has been one of the top teams in the league. So you put him in San Francisco, they've only a year or two removed from being one of the best teams in the league.
And
if he goes there, I could see why you wouldn't want to retire. Like Denver, okay, I could see, you got a little time, obviously. But these other organizations, you might as well retire because you're gonna be there for a good minute before y'all win anything.
Right. And yeah. I didn't even think about San Francisco because that'd be great. Because we already know Jimmy Garoppolo sucks.
Right.
Them going to that Super Bowl was not his doing. That was their defense. So if they still have that defense and they can stay healthy, because they were one of the most injured teams last season. Well, probably the most injured team last season. You keep that defense and you bring him in there.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good formula. Yeah,
that's the best situation for him right now.
He can help train up Trey Lance. Yeah,
exactly. Any other team at this point, it's just like, why don't you just retire?
Right.
Like,
right. Exactly.
Because San Francisco is literally the most ready upon, and I'm putting his age into this. I'm putting how many leagues he's been in years, and I'm also using the Tom Brady formula,
right.
in my head right now. Like, you want to go somewhere where you can make an immediate difference, and the only team right now, to me, where he can make an immediate difference is San Francisco.
Right.
You mentioned Denver. To me, Denver gonna be, 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, until where y'all can make yourself. But if you send him to San Francisco, I think, they're Super Bowl contenders off top.
Right.
But any other team, I'm sorry, like, I would rather retire. Because if you don't want to win, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure he wants to go somewhere and win. He sees what happened to Tom Brady.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he wants the same thing. He wants to go somewhere else and win somewhere else and be successful somewhere else without having to go through all this heartache. And one more thing, to all these ex-players who got something to say about these players whenever they want to go somewhere, mind your business. You ain't in the league no more. You don't play for this team. This is not your situation. Mind your business.
Thank you.
This ain't got nothing to do with you. This ain't your business. Then they tell you stay at a grown folk business. Right. Stay at a grown folk business. This ain't your business.
They all grown now. Like, first of all, they making their own money. They can do what they want to. Let's start there. Two,
Thank you.
Look, and honestly, I'm gonna give Terry Bradshaw a pass. I'm gonna let him make it because this is only the first time he's done this. I'm gonna let him make it.
No. Pause. You said this is only the first time he's done this. This man went out his way to say weak.
That's right.
Not only is he telling you, I don't agree with this, but I'm also going to insult you at the same time. So no pass.
But, okay.
No pass.
Okay, fine. Okay, one pass from me, no pass from Ashley Terry.
Absolutely
don't
not.
say it no more.
You can't insult somebody
I know.
while giving your opinion. I feel like he went further off than Brett Favre did with Deshaun Watson easily.
But first of all, and I'm glad you said it, because he don't get no passes no more. I don't want to ever hear what Brett Favre got to say again. Because every time he opened his mouth now, and I see it, it's some BS. I don't want to hear that no more.
Well, I understand that, but he still is not out here. He didn't insult Deshaun Watson when he said he needed to, work it out with the team, stay with the team, woo, woo, woo. This man straight called him weak. Straight insulted him. Like,
Look, Terry, don't say it no more. Please, thank you. But
he's going to listen to Mervin. Mm-hmm.
Huh? But yeah, it's like you said, it's a different league. Like, back in the day, you ain't had no options. See, and here's the thing. Back in the day, you ain't had no options. Especially like when Terry Bradshaw was playing and stuff and there wasn't no free agency, you couldn't go nowhere. You were stuck with that team. You're going to get paid what they want to pay you. And that was going to be it. But now there are options and people want to do what they want to do with their own lives and make their name for themselves apart from the shield and the logo and all that stuff. Just because y'all couldn't do it don't mean they can't.
Thank you. I think they jealous because they couldn't do it. Because y'all couldn't do it and it was more of y'all had a tighter leash back when y'all was in league. Don't be mad at the new guys for wanting to do their own thing. Right. Come on. I think that's what it is. I think it's jealous.
Maybe that's what it is.
Well, when we had to play, you know how old people be like, back in my day, I had to walk to school. Didn't get no new shoes until the end of the school year. Shoes had holes in them.
I'm so sorry that you. I really am sorry that you had to go through that.
But that's not my story.
But thank you for pushing through that, so I don't have to. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate it, big dog. Don't get it wrong. I love you and I appreciate you. I'm finna hop in the car. I ain't gonna lie to you, big dog. I'm finna hop in the car.
Had I had to go through that, I understand. Yeah. But because I don't have to, I won't.
Right.
That's the same thing with these guys. They don't have to go through that anymore, so they won't. And y'all mad because y'all had to stick it out.
That's a wasted struggle. If you went through it to make it better for me, and I'm going through the same, we got to keep growing. I'm supposed to build on you, buddy. Come on.
Like, I'm interested to see these people's takes on, Jim Crow and whatnot.
Oh boy.
Because y'all seem to not like change and speaking out for yourself. Mm-hmm. And not being a slave to an organization.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do, when you play football, when you play for a team, basketball, football, anything, you are with these people all the time. Mm-hmm. So if you are not mentally there, and this place is not good for you mentally, you should be able to be like, this place no longer serves me and let me leave. If not, you are then a victim of slavery. Are you not? If you are stuck somewhere in which you cannot go.
Right.
So what y'all saying is, they should stick it out and be slaves. Pretty much. No, this is a free country. If they want to go, they can go. Just because y'all was stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, get over it, bro. It's stop calling folks weak. Like,
right. Leave them alone. Let them do what they're going to do. And you mind your business that pays you. Okay?
Oh, my gosh. That just irritates me.